There are many myths about the WHS mining legislation exam and the content it covers. Let's take a few minutes to debunk 3 common misconceptions. Myth 1. It's a myth that candidates are failing the exam because they have to memorise thousands of pages of brand new information, navigate trick questions, and score 90% or higher on their first attempt. This open book exam of 55 questions checks how well you understand the WHS laws, not whether you can recite them. While the majority of questions are multiple choice, there are also true, false, and fill-in-the-blank formats. During the exam, you're allowed to refer to your marked up copies of the Act and mines regulations that are based on the previous mine safety and inspection legislation. The exam benchmark score is 80%. And more than 9 out of 10 candidates pass on their first go. Even if you fail, and the odds are you won't, you can immediately rebook for another try. Myth 2. It's a myth that WA's current WHS legislation has introduced or increased the risk of prosecution for statutory position holders. Under the state's previous laws, registered managers appointed statutory supervisors, known as Section 44 appointments, to help them fulfil their legal duties, and so they shared responsibility for compliance. The documents and terms may have changed, but the obligations remain essentially the same. Having the term officer in your job title applies to many statutory position holders. However, it doesn't mean you're an officer under WA's current legislation. According to the Act, an officer is a person who makes or participates in making decisions that affect the whole or a substantial part of a business or undertaking. These are only the most senior people in an organisation. All workers have a duty to take reasonable care not to put themselves or others at risk, and this applies whether or not you're a statutory position holder. There's no need to panic or put the deeds of your house into someone else's name simply because you have passed the legislation exam and accepted a statutory position. Myth 3. It's a myth that you'll lose your job if you don't pass the exam. If you don't pass the exam, what you'll lose is your ability to hold a statutory position on a WA mine site. While this may reduce your job opportunities, it won't necessarily eliminate them. That's a matter for your management. Given that most people need only one of their multiple attempts to pass, there's no reason to avoid sitting the exam and limiting your career prospects. Need more support in preparing for your exam? Check out our website for educational tools, how-to videos, and sample questions. Or contact us by phone or email.